You all continue your path, moving into the forest itself. You find yourself leaving fall and entering the spring. As you move, you end up heading into this strange line where the trees begin stretching far off and above your head. These trees are gigantic. The strange part is how they seem to go up, yet you didn't really notice trees this large when you're approaching the forest. It's like these trees are in a separate place. You truly think you've wandered into a dangerous yet off land, the land of the Yokai. If there's any place you'd have to say would be their home, this seems right enough, at least for some.
How tall are these trees? Are they like big ass?
They're like redwood trees, basically.
Oh.
Except they're thicker.
Okay.
Huh. Can't say I've been somewhere like this before.
It's actually hard to see the top of them from the other trees around that obscure vision on a lot more normal basis.
Out of curiosity, when we were like outside of the Forbidden Forest, could we see trees this tall, or is this...
Yeah, as I was saying, you couldn't outside of the Forbidden Forest. These trees seem to exist here somehow.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank goodness these are somehow hermetically sealed here. If the Emperor knew such trees existed in this land, I've no doubt he'd be fashioning a battleship from each and every one.
Well, let's make sure he doesn't know then.
My turns at that. Oh, not telling the Emperor of something like this. Well, that's quite bold, but I'm sure that's not disallowed. I mean, of course, you're just slipping details after all.
Even if he knew they were here, he'd be welcome to come and try and cut them down, but I can't say I would advise it.
Fair enough. The yokai in this sword are quite ferocious. She gets interrupted as you hear a large bellowing, "Hey!" and suddenly everyone just stops, like, whoa, that actually hurt the ears, that was bad, and you look around, where did that come from? It sounded so close.
You stub your toe, Buru?
No. Ow, someone did, though.
No! Over here! Right loud again. You notice there's...
Oh, God.
Hey!
Oh, boy.
This person's voice echoes and bellows like a mountain. He's also like 3 feet tall. You notice that he has this... You can see like a singular eye on its head, and... seems to be balancing on a singular leg that seems to be centered at its very center of its body. It holds its 2 hands and is holding in a cupped motion to shout. God. And it yells again, its voice bellowing, "Hey!"
I'm just imagining this guy as the world's loudest gyroid.
Hey,
He
buddy, hey.
hops, moving over here. Hey!
Hay is for horses. What do you want?
Hello.
Huh? He looks... I should be yelling when mortals walk into our camp! That's my job!
You're real good at it.
Yeah, no, you're doing it
Can
great.
we call it done? And perhaps proceed in silence and with less blood leaking from our ears?
We've been yelled at. You win.
I feel like I reset my game without saving.
He stops. No, hang on, I need to yell one louder first.
Okay.
Hey! And that one yells. You actually all take 1 damage from that.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Last one,
Oh,
good.
great.
Last one, we good?
Yes!
Okay.
And as that, any birds in the forest, like, flap their wings and flee. The entire village been hearing that one. Okay, cool. You can go!
Yeah. Thanks, sir.
What?
I've done my job, it's up to them to do the rest. He just kind of hops back to his spot, and then he notices the kodama on the parasol. Oh!
Yeah.
Keep going!
Yeah.
Told you this was a trap.
Not yet.
The kodama looks. Hello.
Buru doesn't like Kodama. He's creeped out by it.
Does your... Junya looks up to the kodama, but then realizes, oh, yeah, parasol in the way. He looks in its direction where he imagines it to be on top of his parasol. Is this a friend of yours?
No!
I was speaking to my companion. Thank you very much.
No.
All right, well, do you have a name, good sir? Perhaps we can tell them what an outstanding job you've done.
Ah, you want to hear my name, do not! He bellows something so loud that you can't actually pick it apart. Everyone takes another one damage.
I'm dying.
Oh, let's go, pretty boy. Come on.
Okay, we'll just... Oh. Junya wilts into your arms like a southern belle.
Come
My
here.
brain hurts.
Come here, kids. Come on.
As you stumble forward, you continue moving, noticing this forest kind of unraveling in front of you. And as you step, it seems as though the forest is now well aware of you as well. And as you step, you're stopped. You hear the sounds. You hear a whistle and a noise. Oh my! Look at all these wonderful men moving by in our forest. Hey there! Why not stop by for a moment? On a rush? In a hurry? You notice on the cliff edge, a woman is standing there, and another woman is standing with her, and she gets a good look at you, and you notice her face go sour.
Oh, is it the same lady from before?
Yeah, it's the same one. She looks at Junya. You notice that she's already grown a good amount of hair in the past, week and a half already.
Oh, look, it's coming in thick and lovely.
Oh, it sure is!
Oh, you know what? You look really cute with short hair. You should consider that.
She stops, and she's like, no, I do not! And she's like, oh, and the other one oh, you do look so adorable with short hair. No, what are you doing here? Everyone stop! These are miscreants! They cut my hair! They disgraced my honor! They should be removed from this place!
Ah, come on!
But counterpoint, have you considered? Ah, come on!
Show is just looking at Junya like you can feel her gaze burning a hole in the back of your head.
Well... We were on our way to deal with the, 7, give or take, interlopers who've been causing a bit of a ruckus here. We, have dismantled their paper golem, and I've made this charming companion. He tips the parasol towards them. And I will agree, you do look quite nice with the short hair.
I know, she's cute as a button.
She just seems to get more infumed at these comments, and she stands at the very edge of the cliff, and then she kind of looks down and is just thinking about what to do here, and it's I may have short hair, but you're out of your element. Stop right there, turn back from which you came, and leave.
Show prods the side of Junya's face. Isn't the first thing that you said that we should, come in and apologize for the misdeeds of, humankind? I think you should say sorry.
Boo, cross his arms. Practice what you preach.
He, taking Show's cue, Junya sags. He folds the parasol down a little and extends a hand up to it for our weed wizard to hop onto.
He hops on.
Okay. Junya's going to take him over to this tree and set him on a branch for a bit, if you find this comfortable.
Okay. He sits down. Thank you.
He closes the parasol the rest of the way, tucks it under one arm, extends a hand to the side, and gives a very deep and prostrate bow. I humbly and sincerely apologize for our trespass. We have come here without invitation, it is true, and I recognize the breach of your ancient and most sacred customs that we have aggrieved you with by doing so. I throw myself on behalf of not only I, but all my companions, upon your mercy and your judgment, for I trust that you will recognize that, in spite of our boorish entry, we are here because we wish to help, and we wish to preserve the sanctity of these woods against the forces that threaten them.
The sincerest nature of your apology just stops her from really, being able to yell at you without her looking like an idiot.
You can't respond to that without looking like the asshole yourself.
Yeah.
She stops. Very well, I'll hear you out. She steps down, moving down the cobbled steps so that she can stare you face to face, and she stands. She's a little bit smaller than you, but she still stands very fiercely. In fact, she moves a little bit up so you're even. So then, how am I supposed to... she thinks about going into the hair, and then stops. You notice she was about to do it, and she just...
Junya has his icon expression.
Well, I certainly do know you from that affair with Yuko, after all. You really messed that old thing up. You ruined a festival, and beyond that, you also killed her. How boorish. That sweet love. Oh, goodness. How am I supposed to forgive you for that?
Well, madam, I believe that your recollection of the events surrounding Miss Yuko differs slightly from my own. You see, how best to explain the discrepancy? It was my understanding that it was you working hand in hand with Yuko, a human whom you profess to distrust so intensely, that threatened to turn the Yokai festival into a disastrous bloodbath. And, in point of fact, we did nothing to disrupt your festival. Why, I seem to recall that it was, an associate of yours, one Hojo, I believe, who invited in a host of core spirits to stir up a bit of chaos. I'm sure you'll agree that, being as we are, mere mortals, we could not hope to wield the level of influence that one of your own kind does with these spirits. And indeed, we could not have set Hojo to this task, for he would be immune to the charms of one such as myself.
Hojo was in leagues with... She actually doesn't even know that, and she's starting to be a bit convinced by it. I swore I heard you talking to them, though. You said that he said he was going to do something. She kind of freezes up on that at herself a bit. And the other one up here, oh, Hojo? Oh, what a hunk! Shut up!
Shut up! Brew tugs at his beard. He doesn't have a face.
I could have sworn that I could have sworn that Hojo was working with you, but I do confess that there's no way he would without any... Fine, yes, very well. I still have my personal reasons for disliking that, but I admit that you were forced into that situation. So instead, how are you planning to deal with the hair situation? I'm not able to go out for almost a month or two. I'm supposed to sit here and wail and starve as I can't even do what my task is as a yokai.
Junya, takes a kind of a thoughtful look at his parasol and at her, clearly upset that she can't do her normal thing with her hair being this length, cute though it may be. Well, I confess, beauty is indeed in the eye of the beholder, and the opinions of every other being in the entire world that you look good with short hair do not measure up to your own self-image in importance. If you are unhappy with your present form, then it is true. There is only me to blame for your misfortune. And so, I ask that you allow me to make it up to you personally.
And how?
Well, you mentioned Hojo, and while I would not say we had dealings with him, we did have a lovely conversation, and I learned some very interesting things about, the yokai's relationship with mortal currencies, such as these. He's kind of like magician trick produces a single coin from his sleeve.
Yes, and so what of it?
Well, you rely on your long hair to make a living, as it were. It is your role to fulfill that grants you sustenance, and now you fear you may be out of work. You may starve, is that true?
Correct.
Well, while the hair coming back may be only a matter of time, it seems to me that the root of your problem, then, is how will you support yourself in the meantime? And it so happens that I believe I have just the sort of generosity upon which you could rely. He kind of flips his hand back in his robe a couple times. 2 coins, 3 coins, 4 coins, like one between each finger. You may or may not know this, but I'm something of a man of means among my own people, and I'm given to understand that even though our currency may be meaningless to you, nevertheless, you trade it as though it had value. Is that not right?
Correct.
Then, I propose to you this. I will offer you 3 boons. He sticks up his hand, 3 fingers. 3 boons, each greater than the last, and I tell you this, if, after you hear each and every one of them, you are not satisfied, that I can adequately compensate you for your lost wages, then I will leave your forest immediately and never return.
Fair enough.
Very well, then. The first boon. He reaches into his robe like a quick-draw Old West cowboy and pulls out a bulging sack, and undoes the knot and dumps it on the ground. Just a pile of gold coins.
More coins. Very well, a nice beginning, but what of the other boons?
Well, he kneels down and sort of begins stacking them up. You see, I learned something interesting when one of our other companions, a rather shrewd young merchant named Sumie, was receiving a few pointers from Hojo. And he finishes stacking them so they're all kind of like lined up in little towers in a line. You see, it occurred to me that our mortal understanding of what each different coin represents is entirely unrelated to what value they hold to the yokai. And so, I show you now, he unsheathes Yuko's katana. I show you now how, in an instant, you can quadruple the value of any mortal currency you may acquire for the rest of time. And in a flash, he brings the katana up and down once and cuts through all the coins lengthwise, making just a shh, and they all fall apart into little half circles. Behold, now you possess twice as many coins, just like that.
She stops for a second and looks. So you give me both wealth and knowledge, and what could be greater than both of those together? What of your final boon?
Well, you see, there are only twice as many coins, so why do I claim they have quadrupled in value? Well, it's because... He pokes one of the coins with his sword. These are coins now unlike any others you will find in Vrauji. They are rarities, each one worth twice as much as a whole coin. And so this I grant to you the final boon, the apex of my wisdom. That not only is beauty in the eye of the beholder, so too is value. You could spin whatever story you liked to any yokai you may ever trade with. This coin is rare because it is a half circle. Now it's a quarter. Anything you can convince them of, you can create that value for yourself. And so you see, I have given you not merely a pile of coins, not merely the power to quadruple their value at will. I have given to you the wisdom that you have whatever money you claim to have.
Buru just like leans over to Show. So, how'd their family make money again?
Probably by investing in a currency that isn't backed by anything concrete and instead based on, supposition. Points at the money on the ground.
And so you see, I will wager, by the time those luscious locks of yours have been restored to their former beauty, should you choose it, you will indeed be the richest yokai in all of Raoji.
She steps down. Very well, Mr. Junya. I will officially give you and all of your friends my forgiveness, and I will vouch that I was stubborn in thinking you to be unfair. Grant me your hand. Forward, I'm not taking it.
Very well. He extends a hand to her.
She cuts it off!
She moves forward and holds your hand and gives you a kiss on the knuckle. Very well, and may you have safe travels. She shuffles down and grabs the money.
To be favored by a lady yokai. Goodness. I could never have foreseen this turn of events.
Honestly, that was pretty impressive. So, good work.
Oh, how cute. Oh, but you're not going to ask him out? She just gives her an icy stare and brings the money past. Very well.
Buru gives a friendly wave to the remaining lady. Hey.
Hi there. Oh, do you want to hang out?
Oh, man, I'd love to,
I
believe
would
me.
love nothing more, but we are in a bit of a hurry.
So grabbing both of them.
Bye-bye. She steps back up and departs.
Well done, Junya.
Well, even one such as myself can't spend time in such diverse company without learning a few things.
Well, what you suggested is a lot better than I was thinking. I was figuring since we got a couple mortals we gotta beat up, I'd knock one out and leave it for her. But this is much better.
Oh, that's messed up.
Well, you know what they say. Give a yokai a coin and you feed her for a day. Teach a yokai the economic principles underlying fiat currency, and you feed her for life.
I was about to say, I thought you hated fiat currency.
You know what? It's gonna sound crazy. I feel like I've heard that one before.
The Mai kind of claps. I am quite impressed by your dedication to the art of diplomacy, Mr. Junya.
I think you will find it is a duty expected of all nobles. Some are better at it than others.
Well, all the same.
And you worried about me. Oh. So cute to think.
Hey, you guys want a pepper?
Oh no.
Wait, where
is he?
Oh,
no, it's you.
No.
Okay.
Buru immediately gets up. Last time you did that, knocked her out cold. Stay back.
What? Last time? Huh?
Wait, are you different?
Who are you?
Wait,
Yeah, what? Different what?
Wait, what? Is there another one?
before I am called racist, let's leave.
I'll take a pepper.
No!
Oh, excellent! He hands you a pepper. You know the rules. You know the game.
She keeps it.
Oh, okay, that's fair too. All right.
You're gonna give me a heart attack, kid.
You know what? I don't know if I've ever met you. I'll take a pepper.
Awesome! He hands you a pepper.
Not eating it.
Enjoy those!
It would be rude not to accept, right?
I'm going to fashion a weapon out of this.
Buru just looks over. You sick bastard.
Where is someone who can find us a path?
Oh, wow. How'd that happen? Okay.
You all kind of stumble forward a bit more, deeper into the village, kind of looking around, seeing for any kind of view of what's going on.
Nice place.
Yes. Rather pleasant. As you step forward, you find yourself just kind of assembled here, and then, as you look, you notice over here, right beneath, you notice a house, and there's, like, a door just on this tree house, and it kind of opens up, and out spills this fog. And emerging from there, another figure steps out.
Sasno. Give me Sasno.
Oh, dear.
Oh, Oh, you're not yokai.
Mm-mm.
They step kind of moving. Tell me, what do you do here?
We're looking for a group of 7 who traveled deeper into the forest.
And how could I trust... On cue, suddenly you hear a voice. Hi, everyone! You can trust those 4 mortal people!
5!
Not
There's
the 5th
5!
one, though.
They can't hear you to get a correction done. Mike kind of looks nervous.
There's one that you can't trust. You have to figure out which one.
Yeah, that's a riddle.
Yeah.
Where are you going then, trustable mortals?
We're trying to find a group of 7 who traveled into the woods. They were headed towards the center.
Oh, excellent. Just go that way.
Oh.
That way. The kodama on Junya's apparel saw. No. That way.
What's that way, then? He points the way that Mist Guy is telling us to go.
Oh, nothing. He smiles wider.
I'm gonna get another opinion. Wanders up to this house and nods.
You look at this house and you actually notice that it's empty, actually. The other one speaks. Oh, shame about that. Everyone's taken up the mask and gone to war.
Oh.
They'll be back by the end of this whole affair.
Right.
I was half expecting Pepper Demon to pop back.
Hey, what up? Oh.
So that mask is like... Oh, okay. So it's all those that are fighting, right? Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, put on the mask and your form shall change. Become a fighter you will.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes. Some of us yokai are not the greatest at fighting. They need masks to do things. Oh, but I don't need that. They're kind of pretty tall. They seem pretty tough.
Yeah, it seems like you'd have a hard time fitting it over.
Out of curiosity. What happens if a mortal wears one of those masks?
Oh, I have no idea. Maybe give it a try. I think something good will happen. It's a blessing from the fox god, after all.
Oh, okay. Where do I find one?
Show. Maybe we ease into that a bit.
I just want to throw in a side note there. There is no fox god on the 12-god pantheon.
Yeah.
Well,
He was replaced by the frog.
So,
all right, well, if you don't have one, you don't have one.
Yeah, no joke. Where do we get one?
oh, well, if you want one, that should be easy enough. All you have to do is, huh? They kind of seem to look. Ooh, what a strange man. You look behind you, and, you hear the sound of a long crack as suddenly a musket goes off.
Oh, shit.
And you notice the person next to you, Mai, is shot from behind, a bullet going straight through, part of her chest as she hits the ground. One down! He hops off and starts running away.
Hey! I'm gonna run after.
All right, you start giving chase.
Buru's gonna tend to this woman as quickly as he can.
You try to do your best. She seems to be bleeding. Luckily, somehow, it seems that the shot was a little high and got near the shoulder. It take a nasty chunk off. The ball is stuck inside, but it doesn't. As long as you can patch up the wound, doesn't seem like she's going to die.
I'll take care of this. You're gonna be okay. Just hang on.
Okay, June, let's go.
Very well.
She channels some of her own magic, and the wound seems to close. And she steps up, grabbing her Naginata. No, I'm going. She steps forward, wounded but still standing, as you all start moving. The Kodama hops off the parasol. Keep going that way! You'll keep going and you'll get there! Bye! Kodama runs into the tree.
Oh. Taken before his time.
No time to mourn, let's go.
He's not dead. I see. He's right there.
Yeah.